Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Phantom Sableye here. Today I'm coming to you with the second match of UU. For those of you guys who were thinking that maybe I shouldn't have acted sort of like a jerk to the last battle that we had in the last video, I just wanted you guys to know that I watched the replay of that, so that way I got to see all of his comments, and he started to act a little bit cocky and sort of a jerk, so I don't really feel all that bad for acting like that to him. But yeah, anyway, let's try and find a battle here, and we're gonna ignore spectators and ignore the opponent. Hopefully Showdown doesn't continue to be laggy, hopefully. My opponent here does have a pretty interesting team. My opponent can't really stop a Slurpuff sweep. Like, I can come in on Florges and pretty much set up on it, and if that's a Choice Banded Crocodile or Choice Scarf Crocodile and he locks himself in a knockoff, I can set up on it with Cherry on top. So yeah. And then proceed to sweep him, although I would have to weaken the Mega Aggron just a bit. I do expect it to be Mega Aggron simply because he has no other Megas on his team. I'm thinking that nothing on my opponent's team doesn't really appreciate a paralysis. Unless he's running aromatherapy on his Florges, he's going to be paralyzed for the whole game. Whatever gets paralyzed is going to be paralyzed for the whole game. So I'm going to lead off with Luna and proceed to paralyze pretty much anything he wants to bring out. I sort of did expect him to lead with Aggron, but there's not much I can really do. I definitely see this being his Stealth Rocker, considering he led with it. We are wearing the Rocky helmet though. He did try to oh yeah, he did set up the Stealth Rocks. Okay, so that's fine. I got the paralysis up, so now he's paralyzed. Right here. My opponent might want to switch out into his two dark types. Possibly. If he does, though, that's sort of a problem. I'm just going to click Psychic. I sort of expect him to switch out in the Crocodile, as he actually stays in. And he just goes for a heavy slam. He's going to take Rocky helmet damage, so I'm fine with that. And that was quite a bit of lag right there. Right here, I don't expect him to stay in, considering that he now knows that I have the Rocky helmet. So because of that, I want to go out into Triple H to get rid of these rocks. I also want to go for a T-Wave because I feel like he would switch out at this point. And you know, I think I'm going to click T-Wave because he shouldn't be staying in, considering now he knows that I'm wearing the Rocky helmet. So he's going to get worn down a bit. He did switch out in this Crocodile. I sort of expected him to do so. With this Pokemon out, I'm sort of scared. I figured he's going to go for a knockoff, but I don't have anything to really switch into that. This Pokemon is a threat to my team. I'm actually going to do some calcs real quick. Slurpuff, UU, Belly Drum, Krook. We're gonna go Choice Scarf. Knockoff does 27 to 32%. That does a hell of a lot. He does not get the Moxie Boost. Was he running Intimidate? I didn't notice that. Yeah, he is running Intimidate. Okay. Oops. Yeah, this Crocodile is a huge problem. I am physically defensive, Cresselia. I am a physically defensive one. He's choice banded. Yeah, he's got to be choice banded. Cause there's no way. Okay, he should have taken me out. Yeah, he's choice banded. He has to be. That did way too much. So I do expect him to be at max speed, base 311. So considering he's choice banded, how much will he do to Slurpuff? A knockoff will do a hell of a lot. Does he have... Okay, we need to do a calc real quick. Really quick. Mega Aggron. Oh, you tank. I can't do this calc quick enough, I don't think. Drain Punch. Whoa. Drain Punch. How much does that do? 52% only? That's not enough. I'm gonna go into my Mega Beedrill right here. I do know he's choice banded, so I'm gonna have to click protect. I kind of don't want to though, as I do predict the switch into his Mega Aggron, but I have to go for protect. I would switch into my what's it called, Slurpuff, but the thing is, he has a Mach Puncher here, and I will be pretty low health. He has a Sucker Puncher here. I do resist it though. I do know that Mega Aggron will only take, what was it, 50% or 44% at least, which is not enough for me to feel comfortable about going for it. A knockoff will do a lot. It won't knock it out, and I'm not going to risk the Scald burn, as I do expect him to go for a Scald. We are running pretty low on time, but that's okay. Hopefully Showdown doesn't lag to where we lose. Come on, Showdown, please don't do this to me. We've already lost a game like this. Come on. Come on, Showdown. Yeah, I think we're going to lose this game due to inactivity. Oh no. Oh, he's actually thinking about what he wants to do as this play. Okay. He's going to stay in. I'm going to click the U-turn. I'm actually going to go out into no salt, please. I do expect a Scald, and if not a Scald, then I'm not too sure what he wants to do. Probably Roar. He'll probably use Roar. Nope, he goes straight for the Scald. I'm perfectly fine with that. Right here, I am going for the Earth Power. If he wants to switch out in Honchkrow, so be it. If he wants to switch out in Florges, that's fine. If he goes for the Moonblast, I am going to Magic Coat him. He does switch out into Infernape. I definitely don't agree with that play. I have no clue why he would do that. He actually has no reason to do that. That made no sense at all. I don't know what exactly he was thinking. I guess that was a misclick. I'm not too sure what he wanted to do there. Right here, I kind of want to go for Earth Power because it will possibly lower his special defense. But if I can get a burn on this Florges, that would be really, really nice. So I'm going to stay in. Once I start to notice that he starts the Moonblast, I am going to click Magic Coat. That way I can hopefully do a little bit more damage to him. Right here I am going to click Magic Coat. Is it Mirror Coat? I always call it Magic Coat. I am so sorry, guys. I've been calling it Magic Coat this whole entire time. And I know it's Mirror Coat. As my opponent actually does forfeit. So I'm fine with that. It would have been a bit of a difficult match for us. I don't know why exactly he forfeited. As you guys see here, my ranking is extremely low, as they finally got rid of the test, which means, unfortunately, oops, excuse me, the UU ladder has reset. So I'm a bit annoyed by that, but at least this way, if I lose because of my team, I don't feel as bad. as now the high rankings are in the high 1600s already. I mean, that's not all that high. Like I said, I was around this area the last time I was up in the ladders. I was like somewhere 1670, something like that. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna find another battle. Yeah, hopefully it'll be a good battle. I don't exactly know why my other opponent quit, as it would have been quite a. It would have been a pretty good battle. My opponent does have the possibility of running the Mega Aggron or the Mega Sceptile. He does have a Nidoking, which is a huge threat for my team. I'm actually really worried about that Nidoking. I do have no Salt Please, but I don't know how well it'll take an Earth Power or whatever else Nidoking runs. Umbreon's quite annoying, but we do have a Mega Beedrill and we have Slurpuff. Slowking is not a problem. We do have Mega Beedrill. And Kingdra, I'm not too worried about Kingdra unless it has the rain up or unless he starts setting up either Dragon Dances or Focus Energy, which I hopefully won't let him do. Right here, I'm going to open up with no Salt Please, because if he wants to lead off with his Aggron, so be it. If he wants to lead off with his Sceptile, that'll be a bad matchup for us. As he actually leads off with Nidoking, or Nidoking, however which way you want to pronounce it. I feel okay, he might want to stay in. I highly doubt that he will. I feel like he would switch out into his Sceptile, expecting the Scald or the Earth Power. So I feel like going for Ice Beam, but then again, I'll also see him switching out to his Aggron or his Umbreon. But I am going to go for Ice Beam. I really don't want to, actually. I really want to click Ice Beam or Earth Power. You know what? I'm going to click Earth Power. As I actually do see him switching out to either his Slowking or his Umbreon. I don't think he would make the play and switch out into a Sceptile. I really don't think he would. As he does go Slowking, he's probably Assault Vested. He's probably Assault Vest. Oh, no, he's not Assault Vest. What am I thinking? We know he's not Assault Vest simply because we see the leftovers. Right here, I'm not too worried about with anything he wants to go for. He could go for the Scald. Wouldn't be a very smart play by him. If he was a smarter player, he'd probably go for either Toxic or Psyshock if he's running either of those moves. As he does run Psyshock, which is fine. It does quite a bit of damage. I kind of don't like that damage that it did to me. I do want to switch out into Triple H here, try to proceed to set up my rocks, as I do notice that he doesn't have any Rapid Spinners or Defoggers on his team, as he's actually going to Combine. Okay, that's scary. But this is why we run Roar on Triple H, so I'm fine with that. Matter of fact, I think Miracle still applies even if they go for Psyshock. I'm actually not too sure about that. But I could have clicked Miracle and just got rid of this Slowking, which would have been fine. I'll see what he wants to do here. If he wants to continue the setup, that is perfectly fine. I'll be able to get my rocks up, and then I'll be able to take whatever move he wants to go for, and then I'll be able to roar him out, and he won't be as much of a problem anymore. As he actually decides to switch out in his Aggron. I don't know what this guy is thinking. Why would you switch out in your Aggron with the possible Scald Burn? I don't know what these people are thinking. Look at how much damage that Scald did. Just look. That's insane. I got my rocks up, so I'm perfectly fine. I'm going to go for another Scald. If he decides to take me out, which he does, I'm perfectly fine with. Because now I can just go out into Mamoswine and click EQ, and nothing wants to take an EQ. If he decides to switch out into a Sceptile, that's perfectly fine, because I'll just go for Ice Shard after that. So yeah, we do know that his Sceptile is actually not a Mega now, so I have to keep that in mind, as he could be White Herb Unburdened to outspeed pretty much anything on my team, which is sort of scary. Not too much though. Right here, if he does decide to switch out, which he does go out in a Sceptile. Look at how much an Earthquake did to this Sceptile. That's insane. I'm going to click Ice Shard. He could switch. I do know that. It's very obvious that he probably will switch. But he's just going to let his Sceptile go down here. That's fine. He doesn't have much of a switch into my Mamoswine besides his Nidoking, as I do believe Nidoking outspeeds, as he actually goes out into Kingdra. Kingdra will outspeed me. If he's running Scald, I'm pretty sure that'll kill Mamoswine. And I don't want that. Kingdra. Then again, here's the thing. Well, the thing is, I can't really just let him set up on me. I wish I had Freeze Dry. If I had Freeze Dry, this man would probably be very upset. But unfortunately, I don't. Icicle Crash. I'm pretty sure EQ still does more. EQ actually has a chance to KO. Actually, hold on. I'm pretty sure it does have a chance to kill, considering that I'm a different set. EQ definitely has a chance to kill. I am just going to stay in and go for the EQ because I can't allow him to set up on my switch in, because it actually goes for Surf. That's very unfortunate for us. I didn't want to let my Mamoswine go down. But right here, I'm going to go into Beedrill, and I'm going to be able to get my Mega Evolution off. I'm kind of thinking that he's running a Choice Scarf. Excuse me, Choice Scarf Nidoking. I sort of think he is. Okay, so he goes for the Focus Energy. That's scary. I could knock off. I could Poison Jab. I sort of want to, but I doubt it'll take out a Kingdra. Mega Beedrill. Poison Jab does 76 to 90%, so it won't kill. I'm going to go for the U-turn here. If my opponent decides to go for the... man, this is tough. I've got to really think here. His Aggron's pretty low, but if I let No Salt Please go down, I don't really have a way to get rid of it, actually. Well, actually, this is actually really tough. This is really, really tough. Yeah, this is really tough. I don't know what to do. Slurpuff. How well do you take a Surf? After a crit, too. If you crit, you do a hell of a lot of damage. I would be able to outspeed you because it would activate the Citrus Berry, it would activate the Unburdened boost. Surf. If he gets a high roll, 63%, add the 30, so he shouldn't be able to kill me. He should not be able to kill me. I'm going to go out into Slurpuff. Okay, so he goes for the Draco Meteor. That's sort of good for us. I'm still sort of scared. Why is my Slurpuff running Surf? That's what I want to ask. What? Return. Should eat. Oh, wow, it doesn't. Okay. I might have to risk a Play Rough Miss, which I don't like that. 19%. I'm going to have to risk a Play Rough Miss. That's very unfortunate. I really don't want to. As that actually takes me out. Oh. What? How? Did I do my calcs wrong? Because isn't it 50% of the damage? Doesn't it double? Why did that take me out? I think I'm doing my calcs wrong here. I don't know why that took me out. I'm pretty sure I'm doing my math wrong. Most likely I am, because I'm not sure how or why that took me out. Which is very unfortunate because Slurpuff, I would have rather lost Gastrodon than Slurpuff. Yeah, I don't like that. Right here, I am going out into No Salt, please. As this will probably bring out the Slowking. This actually brings out the Umbreon. I'm gonna go for I'm not in a comfortable position anymore. Once I lost Slurpuff, it sort of turned out really bad after that. I do get a crit, which is nice. I sort of expect him to wish here, so because of that, I'm going to go straight out into my Mega Beedrill. If he goes for foul play, I lose. But I have to make this play in order to win. I can't let No Salt Please go down. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure that I get outsped by a Mega Aggron. Pretty sure I do. 136, yeah, I do, and I'm pretty sure it can kill me with pretty much anything. He does go for the Protect. That's good for us. I will go for the U-turn. He could predict that, switch out in his Nidoking. If his Nidoking is Scarfed, we also lose. I can't handle a Scarfed Nidoking anymore. I don't think. Well, maybe Cresselia could take it on. I'm really hoping this U-turn will knock out this Umbreon. It should. It is super effective. Yeah, it does. Still, though, not in a very comfortable position. I'm going to go out into my Luna right here. Did he Heal Bell at one point? Didn't I paralyze his Mega Aggron, I believe? I feel like I did. Was that in the last? That was in the last match. Yeah. As he does go out into his Slowking here, I am going to Thunder Wave this. I know it doesn't really matter all that much, but it might help. As he does get paralyzed, that's good. Right here, I'm going to switch straight out into No Salt, please. Actually, no, cancel. He's probably going to Calm Mind. Oh, this is such terrible risk, though. He's not going for a Psyshock. There's just no way he is, and if he is, he's a king. He was Calm Mind, so we're gonna say you're that set. Mega Beedrill. I wish I was Adamant. Jolly. A U-turn will do a lot. And a knockoff, I'm sure, will do a lot as well. Knockoff. Okay, U-turn will do 72 to 85%. The game did switch me out into No Salt, please. That is really annoying. I wish it didn't do that. I have to switch out into my Mega Beedrill. Yeah, this is extremely uncomfortable now because he could very easily go for Psyshock here and beat me. as he goes for another Calm Mind, so my opponent's starting to get greedy. He is back up to full health, which is very bad. I really want to go for the knockoff here, just to get rid of those leftovers. But if he goes for Psyshock at +2, even if he goes for a Scald, like, that'll hurt really bad. But he would most definitely go for a Psyshock. I'm gonna U-turn here. Wow, that killed. Apparently he's a much different set than what I had completely thought he was. Right here I'm going to go out and No Salt Please, because I can hopefully take any hit this Nidoking wants to go for. And if he brings out Mega Aggron, I'm hoping I can also take any one hit that he goes for. Matter of fact, I should have probably gone out into Cresselia and used Lunar Dance to get my No Salt Please back up to full health, because now I'm sort of worried about how well No Salt Please will be able to take an Earth Power. Right here I have to make this play. I'm going to switch out into Luna. I'm making some pretty bad plays towards the end right here. I'm really hoping he goes for the Earth Power, as he actually reveals Earthquake. Okay, that's scary. Right here, I am going to go straight for the Psychic, because if he's a physical set, I'll be able to take pretty much anything this Nidoking wants to do to us. If he actually goes for Sucker Punch, that's perfectly fine. He's going to get hit by Rocky Helmet, hurt by Rocky Helmet, and I'm going to go for a Psychic. I'm feeling a bit more relieved. I was extremely scared before, but now I'm feeling much more relieved. I was in a really uncomfortable position. Very uncomfortable. Another Psychic will actually kill him, and I actually outspeed his Nidoking. That's interesting. Right here, I'm going to Thunder Wave him. I'm pretty sure I can win now. Hopefully. But I am pretty sure I can. As he goes for an Iron Head, he's actually getting hurt by Rocky Helmet. I can just stay in and win. So yeah, we are going to pick up this KO. I was pretty scared at the end there. I was actually really scared. But I tried to make the plays that I needed to make, and because of that, I won, thankfully. How long has this been going on for? 27 minutes? I think that's long enough. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry for the lack of commentary at the end right there. I was a bit scared right there towards the end, like I said. Yeah, I don't know. I was a bit scared. I was a bit frightened that I was going to lose that. I really didn't want to lose. But with that, I'm going to wrap it up. Like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed. And as always, take care.